Yeah. Tonight, a Maui police officer caught on camera striking a handcuffed suspect has been stripped of her police powers. Here's the video.
Get up, man. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
You can see the female officer throws that man against a vehicle and then hits him in his head. MPD says this was in Kihei at about 11 p.m. on Halloween. It all began when officers discovered the man had 3 active no-bail warrants. Then they say he rammed a vehicle twice into multiple police vehicles. MPD says the suspect has been charged with multiple violent crimes. The unnamed officer will remain on administrative duty until both internal and criminal investigations are complete.
Your ABC 7 News investigative reporter Melanie Woodrow is here with the latest on this story. Melanie?
Dan and Ama police just released a statement saying the reason they were called to the home on Broderick Drive was for a family dispute and that a family member had made a citizen's arrest. When officers arrived, they say Yolanda Ramirez attempted to flee the scene. Police and an attorney for the family have a different story about what happened next. 1 week later, Ramirez's family took her off life support.
72-year-old Yolanda Ramirez was a wife, mother, and grandmother.
Loving, kind, warm.
Her son, Rich Ramirez, says on September 26, Yolanda went to her brother's home to pick him up for a medical appointment.
One of the witnesses heard, "Hey, Ruben, this is Yolanda."
Brentwood police say a family member called them to the home for a dispute.
One of the witnesses saw my mom handcuffed on her knees. They were looking through her purse, looking through the car.
According to a claim filed by Melissa Nold, an attorney the family hired, an officer believed to be Police Officers Association President Aaron Peachman violently struck Yolanda Ramirez's head on the window of the patrol car and possibly slammed her legs in the car door before leaving her unattended. Within minutes, an ambulance arrived and multiple police officers and EMTs carried Ramirez out of the car, covered in vomit and appearing to be unconscious, according to the claim filed.
Police did not call her family.
Rich Ramirez says he gathered the information from neighbors and a private investigator working with his attorney. His mom was taken to one hospital, then moved to another where he works as a nurse in the OR. He says she had a massive brain bleed and underwent surgery.
It was a tough decision the family made, and we decided to pull her care on October 3rd. She was there when I took my first breath, and I wanted to be there when she took her last.
Now the family wants answers. In a statement just put on the Brentwood Police Department Facebook page, police write Ramirez appeared to be having a medical issue in the patrol vehicle and that her condition worsened at the hospital. The Contra Costa County District Attorney's Office confirms they're investigating. The attorney for the family, Melissa Nold, says the claim is a precursor to the lawsuit she intends to file.
I think they're trying to cover up something that happened that shouldn't have happened, and they by hoping that the family will just go away as opposed to having to explain this. That seems to be based on all the information I've gathered, is that they're trying to hide something bad that happened to a person that it shouldn't have happened to.
Doug Foley is representing POA President Aaron Peachman. He tells the I-Team Peachman gave a voluntary statement to the DA's office and that he wrote a detailed report of the contact, detention, and arrest. Also that there is body-worn camera video of the interaction and video from the patrol car's rear seat camera. Writing in an emailed statement in part, quote, "We are confident that the district attorney's investigation will show that Officer Peachman acted appropriately and well within departmental policy and the law. But Yolanda's son thinks this never should have happened."
Unnecessary and tragic, and she should still be here.
According to the family's attorney, Melissa Nold, at least 6 witnesses observed the incident and were outraged by the police brutality. She says none of those witnesses have been interviewed by Brentwood police detectives or district attorney investigators to date.
Welcome back to the Bad Apple Report. It's not 7:30 a.m. and it's not bright and early right here at home on the range, but I really appreciate you being here to watch the original Bad Apple Report, not the Temu Bad Apple Report. Actually, I can't even call it the Temu Bad Apple Report because Temu at least has enough honesty and integrity not to just totally steal the actual name too. But hey, some people like to shop with Temu. It's a different kind of a person. But we're talking about here, what's in a name anyways, right? Here we have an officer, here we have a deputy with the same last name, and they're both criminals, allegedly. Okay. It says here, child sex crime case linked to Gladewater police officer and Houston County deputy. Whoa. Houston County, Texas. The Houston County Chief Deputy confirmed Friday morning that the child sex crime case against their former deputy is connected to the former Gladewater police officer who was also arrested. Former Houston County Deputy Skylar Laza and former Gladewater police officer Keenan Robert Laza are brothers and were both abusing the same victim, according to the Houston County Chief Deputy Ryan Martin. Okay. Skylar was arrested for aggravated sexual assault, and Keenan was arrested for indecency with a child. The Houston County Sheriff's Office and Gladewater Police Department both said they are cooperating with the investigation agencies to assist in every way possible. Whoa. Amazing. Okay. Thank you for being here, folks. Most of you folks. No, just kidding. I'm thanking all of you folks for being here. Even if Timu is watching, which I'm sure he is. Let's move on with the show.
Men finding themselves behind bars accused of similar crimes in Broward.
And the cases are not connected, but the suspects do have one thing in common. They both wear a badge. Local 10's Terrell Fournier live now outside the jail in Fort Lauderdale with the details for us. Terrell.
Yeah, one deputy and one officer, both of them trading in their badge for a pair of handcuffs and ultimately being processed here at the Broward County Jail. And the crimes they are accused of committing involve some of the most vulnerable. Randall St. Tillis is seen here wearing a jail-issued uniform instead of his normal clothing as a deputy with the Broward Sheriff's Office, where we've learned he was once assigned to the North Lauderdale post. But the 31-year-old law enforcement veteran is under arrest himself, accused of assaulting a pregnant woman.
At one point, the victim told her that Mr. St. Tillis is going to kill her. Your Honor, the victim's 4-year-old child has witnessed multiple incidents of violence.
Prosecutors in court today detailed the allegations against St. Tillis. Investigators say the violence was so physical against a pregnant woman that at one point the deputy physically caused the woman to fall down a staircase and injure her back. Detectives say the verbal and physical disputes between the two were over his alleged infidelities. And over in Hollywood, the police department there dealing with its own drama surrounding the arrest of a police lieutenant. 50-year-old Osvaldo Perez, who has been with HPD for 25 years, was arrested and charged with 2 counts of battery on a person 65 years of age or older. The chief releasing a statement saying that the Hollywood Police Department takes domestic violence very seriously, and Lieutenant Perez has been placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of this investigation.
Deputy Randall Santos?
As for Deputy St. Tillis, seen here accepting an Outstanding Service Award 3 years ago in North Lauderdale, he too is on administrative investigative leave with pay. And that Hollywood police lieutenant has already bonded out of jail, but Deputy St. Tillis still remains here. He was given a bond at just over $35,000, but the judge ordered him to have absolutely no contact with that woman he was in a relationship with, and also to have no firearms. He is expected to walk out of jail sometime tonight. We are live in Fort Lauderdale. I'm Terrell Fournier.
It's that kind of day. A lot of sexual assault going on. This is a Bosque Farms police officer who's been accused of sexual assault. Bosque Farms, New Mexico, a Bosque Farms Police Department lieutenant is out of jail Thursday evening after court documents say he graped a woman and recorded the assault. Ricky Dominguez, age 41, was behind bars on Monday after police say he had sexually assaulted a 21-year-old Los Lunas woman and recorded it on his phone. Los Lunas police said they began a criminal investigation into Dominguez more than 2 weeks ago after the victim came to the station to report the suspected sexual assault. Court documents reveal that during a traffic stop in late September, Dominguez stopped the woman for speeding, but was instead flirting with her. Dominguez gave the woman his business card. She called him to pay the ticket, but said Dominguez would take care of the ticket. The woman said she and Dominguez texted daily and met up while he was on duty. That's when things escalated. The victim told police that in early October, what started out as a consensual sexual encounter turned into a grape, as she kept telling him to stop and he didn't. Police said they confiscated Dominguez's cell phone and saw the video of the assault. Dominguez was released on his own recognizance on Wednesday. Wow. They walk among us.
Greenfield's police chief charged with misconduct. Investigators say Chief Jay Johnson set up a law enforcement camera at his own home and lied to his own employees to make it happen.
And 12 News' Hannah Hilliard is live at the Greenfield Police Department tonight. And Hannah, he's charged with a felony.
Yeah, Blake and Rhea. So the man who has been in charge of this force here in Greenfield for the past 6 years has actually been on paid administrative leave for the past 6 months since the spring. And today we got a little insight into why. Greenfield Police Chief Jay Johnson, known for fighting crime, now charged with one. A lengthy criminal complaint filed Tuesday accusing him of using law enforcement resources for his own personal benefit at his own Wind Lake home. The court documents say last year, Johnson wanted to have one of the department's 4 pole cameras installed on this pole across the street from his house due to unsubstantiated safety concerns stemming from his divorce. He claimed his ex-wife was dating a dangerous person. Prosecutors say the city attorney, though, in a phone call advised against it. But Johnson did it anyway, having a detective facilitate the installation back in December. The city's HR department learning about it in the spring around the same time Johnson was placed on leave. In May, Johnson, without providing specifics, claimed he was being forced out.
I have 33 years of dedicated service to the city of Greenfield. I've never received any formal complaint of discipline. Since being sworn in as chief of April 2019, Mayor Knightsky has never criticized my work performance. However, he has required I retire many times.
The city has since appointed
Assistant Chief Eric Lindstrom to the position of the acting police chief.
An interim police chief. The complaint says Lindstrom has started receiving cryptic threats from social media accounts connected to Johnson. We could not reach Johnson at his home or over the phone Tuesday.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
But Johnson's attorney calls the allegations untrue and ridiculous.
So, Hannah, help us understand, what's Johnson's status with the Greenfield Police Department as of right now?
So, Blake, there's actually no change. The mayor here in Greenfield declined my request for an on-camera interview today, but said in a statement that Johnson will remain on paid administrative leave for the time being, as the city has its own internal investigation that's going to pick back up.
You guys, the world is changing so fast, and I know you can feel it, especially if you're as old as I am or even older. But what you can feel also even more now is when you see somebody or know somebody who really is of integrity, who's trustworthy, somebody who you can count on, who's been there for you and never asked you for anything. That's what I strive to be, and that's what I'm known for in my career, in my life. Of course, I've been self-employed for my whole life. And you can't be a man who's a fake and a fraud and be self-employed. You have to be a man of integrity. You have to be honest. And you know what? It has helped to attract those type of people into my life. But being out here on the internet, you attract all kinds. And you can just only find out the level of somebody's integrity by who they hang around. And that's how sometimes you find out, hey, people you thought had integrity really had no integrity at all. They would just as soon walk right past you, even after you've given them 1,000, reasons to be there for you. They'd walk right past you and walk right in the door of the fake who wants to steal your name, in fact. Be all hearts, I love what you're doing. Well, I say to those people, you deserve the fake and the fraud and the stolen valor. Okay? It's made for you. But those of you who have integrity and just, they feel a sense of, they want to be around trustworthy people. I welcome you here, and I'll always appreciate you. But those who have no integrity, I see you. I see you. And I'm not making videos for you. I'm making videos for the good people with integrity and honor. Thank you for being here, and I'm going to have another show right away.
Are you thinking about me? Then why am I thinking about you?